Welcome to the DashMoney YouTube channel. Today I'll be discussing crypto. The use case is money. And this is the reason I named this channel DashMoney, because I see Dash, digital cash, as being the crypto which is closest to fulfilling the money use case, and has the greatest chance of doing it. Even though the platform is not out yet, so we're not quite there, all good things come to those that wait. Now I'll not be discussing or getting into the reasons here today as to why I think Dash has the best opportunity, but I want to focus on why money is the most important use case in crypto. So really, I'll be describing the motivation behind why I'm making this channel, and why I think, and why I have certain perspectives, and I make certain choices for where I think Dash should move to in the future. So, as a Roman once said, let the die be cast, and let's see what happens. So for this discussion, I won't be using any visuals, so all I have to do is listen. So to start this, I have to set the scene, and there's really only one good way I know how to do that. So there's this phrase echoed for many years in crypto that's always set off a rather visceral reaction for me. And that phrase is actually just a simple question. And it involves, once you have finished a discussion on blockchain, Bitcoin, and Satoshi, and creating new money, and then after that is a simple question. But what else can it do? Now that may not sound bad to you, but I'll put it in another scenario. Let's say you've worked for many years, and you discovered a medicine that will stop cancer in its tracks, and reverse its harmful effects. The countless suffering and loss will be no more, and you want to go share it, so you find the closest person to explain, and after you've shown them the results, they turn to you and ask, but what else can it do? At first you're taken back, because you just think, oh, I should need to be more clear. No more lung cancer, no more brain cancer, no more leukemia, early deaths, or suffering from treatments. And they look at you with their bright eyes and they say, you've cured cancer. But what else can it do? At this point, they can see that you're visually disgruntled, to put it nicely. And they say, yes, you cured cancer. That's a huge breakthrough. So finally, you breathe a sigh of relief. And they turn and they whisper to somebody else, but what else can it do? Alright, I'll end the story there of, but what else can it do? So I think you understand a little better now, and the rest of the video I will spend justifying why I think the use case of money is as important as I say it is. But to really start this justification, I have to make something clear. When I say money, and people are probably thinking, yeah, that's what crypto has been doing for a while now. I say no, it hasn't. And that's why I want to make this clear. When I say money, I mean medium of exchange. Some people are thinking, yeah, he means like medium exchange, store of value, unit of account. No, medium of exchange is what makes money money. The other two are just attributes. Medium of exchange, because money as medium of exchange is the half of all trade, all energy, all materials, all resources, all labor, all insurance, all products, services, even time, the debt market. Everything that is valuable, all that value, is captured in money. The value of all of it, all economic activity. Now I don't like the word economic activity because it sounds like academic, sounds like it's an aesthetic. And I wish I could get across the size of it. I could create a presentation to show you the physical size of, oh, this is all the Bitcoin in the world, this is all the gold in the world, this is all the oil, the M2 money supply, these are the national debts, but I don't think it would add very much. But I will add this. Even if you did find the cure for cancer, money is still a larger and more important use case. Because all the value from the medicine and healing and saving lives and helping people, it would come out to a money amount. And it would be integrated into the entire money system. And all that value would be added to money, whatever money it was, which currently in our system is a fractional reserve fiat money. But to be clear, money as medium exchange is bigger than every other use case. All use cases, all their values are absorbed into the value of money. So, medium exchange means money. It's the other side of every transaction. Money's value is equal to everything else there is. Everything created, sold, used, worked, earned. All the causes, all the choices you make in your life and the life of everyone around you and far from you is based on a singular idea and a universal trust in something that we call money. Some people probably think, yeah, that's what crypto's trying to do. That's why we're doing this. New money. I just don't think you get it. So, most people in the financial world have twisted ideas, so it kind of distorts the understanding of money because they're really they've totally abandoned money as a medium of exchange. So there are two ideas in particular that causes twisting and distortions, and it results in a concept that I think will completely fail. So the first idea is buy, borrow, die, and it's used like this. You buy an asset, you take out a loan against it, and you keep doing that because the fiat currency system will continue to inflate the asset value, and you never sell it, and then you just die and you pass it on. So this came around to the influences of income tax versus capital gain tax and how you don't get taxed on loans. But the idea is never sell, you loan, earn interest, and you die. And then this idea is combined with another idea. The second idea is this. People think the problem with Bitcoin is that it's too volatile. So if we could just get more liquidity, then it would be more useful. So this created the financing crypto space and yield farming. But what they don't understand is that money solves this, because the reason money is so stable is not because it has a huge amount of liquidity, but because it has incredible flow. The liquidity is a result of the flow, and the flow is the amount of exchanging that occurs with the money and the variety of sources and the entire market, essentially. The entire market of goods and services and money being exchanged, that's what creates flow. And because there's no flow in crypto, because it's not used as a medium of exchange, that is why we'll continue to get volatility, and as more people put more money into it, it'll just be bigger pumps up and bigger falls down. Because all liquidity is really just dry tinder, and people will just leverage up, and this will cause liquidations and short squeezes as they make their payday. That's why they will continue to get volatility. They have flow and liquidity backwards. They don't understand that money flow, as being a medium exchange, is what decreases volatility. But once you get these two ideas twisted of buy, borrow, die, and you combine it with need more liquidity, you just create DeFi. And DeFi is just a number go up game. All cryptos that play the number go up game are just using something else as money, because they are using something else as money to value their assets. Because all the financing that they're doing is just trying to earn more fiat. So they're just playing a number go up game with themselves, and they're not pursuing money. To put it another way, money is a constant, and as it becomes money, it doesn't change. Everything else just gets smaller. Now maybe you say that's a distinction without a difference, but sometimes perspective can be everything. One more thing on money and not financing, because this financing or DeFi, it's just a number go up game, and crypto and Bitcoin, they're all just being built on fiat, which is built on inflation, and that inflation just eats value. And so people just hold assets, but it's all just a shell game. DeFi on Bitcoin, on crypto, on fiat. It's just turtles on turtles. It's all just turtles all the way down. But the real game, because money is a network of value exchange that connects everyone and everything. And for Dash to win, it has to play the right game. And the game is to build the peer-to-peer on-chain network. And I say game not to belittle it, but because it's a competition. Nothing falls from the sky and is chosen by the gods to be money. That's not how it works. Money as a medium exchange, and for crypto to be money, it needs to be peer-to-peer and on-chain. Now, this is where I may lose some proponents of Dash, but I think when they understand what I'm saying, they will appreciate it because they'll know how to make an impact. So, peer-to-peer and on-chain. This means I don't think just spending Dash is accomplishing very much. If you're just sending the value off the chain, then you're not building the network. What network? The peer-to-peer on-chain network. That's why platform is so vital. Platform is the only way to build a peer-to-peer on-chain network. If you want to be more specific and you want to get more understanding on the peer-to-peer on-chain network, watch my first video. But I'll say it another way. If you're spending crypto and purchasing with another party, and there's somebody whom you're buying it from is converting it to fiat, you don't have money. Money doesn't have an intermediary. You're in some kind of bastardized barter system. That is why we have to grow the peer-to-peer on-chain network. I have 2 points to make on this. So the first point is with somebody I think is maybe the only competitor for the money use case, and that's Roger Ver. But even if he lived 100 lifetimes, you don't integrate on the internet or grow in the age of the internet as a door-to-door salesman. Let me ask you this. Did a telemarketer come and talk to you about how to use Google? Or did a salesman walk into your living room and show you how to use Amazon? No, because you just hear about it and you can go figure it out online. The product explains and should show itself. Crypto shouldn't have a fun education videos on how to use it. The product should sell itself. Now, I think Roger Ver is going about it in the wrong way, but at least he understands the problem. But the answer of how to spread is to have the product sell itself on the internet, which I think will occur when users are using Dapps, and the first Dapps will incorporate use cases that involve the internet, like Jimby or DashPay, because the internet collapses time and space. It's open 24/7, and everyone's at the reach of your fingers. The second point is that if you hear or you've heard they accept Bitcoin or so-and-so accepts Bitcoin, well, you can just laugh at it because it's not using peer-to-peer on-chain network. Bitcoin killed that network years ago. They're just promoting some third-party payment processor. Or to wrap it all up, if your crypto uses a payment processor, your crypto has failed. I will get more into why Bitcoin failed in later videos, but that's just advice for now. Alright, I've made it to the last two things I would like to say about the crypto use cases of money. Alright, I have made it to the last two things that I want to say about the money use case, and I'll expound on both, but they come from the same idea. What is the definition of money? The first definition of money is what you use to buy stuff with. The second is money is the lifeblood of the economy. I'll start with the second definition first. Money is the lifeblood of the economy. Think about any complex life form. It has a circulatory system, it uses blood, and the blood must flow through the body or it dies. You can think of the individual cells as the individuals in the economy. Now, there's many and a huge variety of them, but they all work towards a single purpose, and the purpose is greater than the sum of the individual cells. And money, in the same way, which facilitates trade, and if there's any kind of cooperation above subsistence living or simple barter, or as existing as a single cell organism, well, then you have to use money. So, what kind of world would there be without money? Well, just imagine if everyone had their own language and you couldn't speak to anybody and you couldn't use hands gestures or write anything down. You can't work around. You just couldn't work with anybody else. That's the world without money. And when money starts to fail, well, you get the same result. For mutual growth and cooperation through planning and trade, it's only possible through money. It's kind of funny how the economic world mimics the body because they're both shaped by scarcity and a myriad of constraints, always trying to optimize and adjusting without seemingly anyone in control. But with that, there's also balance. Money as lifeblood, because if you get it wrong, you destroy people's lives. And lifeblood, because money must flow, like blood. It must be used. But more importantly, lifeblood, because if it's corrupt, or if you get it wrong, the cost of money that's corrupt and wrong, it's paid in human lives that are destroyed, wasted, or lost. Money must be above reproach. And now for the last part, the simple definition of money. It's what you buy stuff with. So the irony in our current world is that money, which is the most liquid of all assets, it's the most fundamental, it's so simple, and you should be able to part with it and separate from it if it should fail or if you find you're getting cheated or stolen or it's getting inflated away. But you simply can't get rid of it because money is money. It's what you use. You'd have to change everything if you're going to change the money. So all you can do is you can give someone another choice. And to give people another choice, you have to create another peer-to-peer network. So if Dash creates peer-to-peer on-chain user network, Dash can become money. Because the greatest opportunity has been created since the economic circumstances of the 2008 crisis that inspired Satoshi Nakamoto. We have inflation. It's hard not to see as prices go up that as you pay, what you have is being taken from you. And that inflation is the best switching incentive that a new form of money could ask for. And when a new money is born, the world will never be the same. I hope you enjoyed this video and you share it because I really just want to get these videos out for the Dash community, for the software developers that are building this reality. So till next time, y'all be good and let's make Dash money.